Hi, welcome to Clearing the Smoke with Christy Orders, America Against Hollywood. I'm a little bit concerned that I'm hearing about this terrible trend of educated suburban women not wanting to vote for President Trump this time around. It really scares me because our country was really on a good path, especially before the whole virus and everything. That's thrown everything off. Our country was on a great path, and I want to continue going down that great path. So I want 10 minutes for you to understand why you need to vote for President Trump. First of all, I can see why you don't like him if you're only listening to the mainstream media, if you're getting your news from the Today Show and CNN, and then you're reading Newsweek and Oprah magazine, all that. I can see why you hate him. They can't stand him. They have been on a mission to destruct the man since the minute he ran for president. They hate him. He's a big threat. He's a big threat to Washington, too. He upset the apple cart that both the Republicans and Democrats really liked. He owes nobody anything. He is fearless, and he gave up an amazing life. He was popular, rich, got to do whatever he wanted. He gave up an amazing life because he wanted to fight for this country. He made a bunch of promises, and he's kept them. So first of all, I want you to know he's not as bad as they make it sound. Yes, he can be obnoxious. Yes, his Twitter late-night tweets can be kind of ridiculous sometimes. He shoots from the hip. There are times I wish he would quiet down. He's not that polished. He was a scrappy New York construction guy, all right? He was not a polished Obama-type statesman, all right? And Obama's speeches are really only good because he read from a teleprompter. He's not that great when he's speaking off the cuff, and Trump actually is. He's pretty confident and speaks off the cuff quite well. But anyway, the press hates him so much that no matter what he does or says, they try to make it sound like he's evil and mean. Remember how they said that black people were going to be carted off to concentration camps, gay people were going to be carted off? No, actually, black people have the lowest unemployment rate ever, or as they did as of January, lowest unemployment rate ever, highest income ever, and the highest amount of business ownership ever. He worked with Kim Kardashian for the Next Step Act, which was getting people out of jail who had been kind of overcharged, or I guess you'd say given prison sentences were way too long for their crimes. People were put away for nonviolent offenders, first offense, and they were put away for 20, 30 years. He helped get over 1,000 people out of jail, and guess what? 90% of those people were black. He's done a lot of things to help black people, and he has the first openly gay cabinet member ever who's very supportive of President Trump and is very happy that Trump has been on a worldwide mission to stop the persecution of gays. So many countries, gays are imprisoned, killed, and he's trying to stop that. He does care about gays. He cares about women. He cares about black people. He cares about everybody. He cares about this country. And when people say, well, he just wants power, no, actually, he wants less power. He's gotten rid of thousands of strangling regulations so that businesses could thrive, and he lowered everyone's taxes so they can keep their own money. It's not a power grab at all. The guy wants to put power back into your hands because he wants Americans to make their own choice. He wants freedom for America. Once again, he doesn't have to be doing this. But things like with Charlottesville, he never said there are good people on both sides, meaning that these neo-Nazis. He said, I condemn the neo-Nazis. The good people on both sides meant the people who showed up to talk about the statues, whether or not they should be torn down. Plenty of good Southern people wanted the statues to stay up as part of their history, and they had the right to peacefully assemble. And so did the people who wanted them torn down. It was the neo-Nazi crowd that he said they were bad people, I condemn them. He never said they were good. He also never said all Mexicans are rapists. He said a lot of shady people are coming over our border and it's dangerous. Until Trump, pretty much everyone also agreed that we should have a wall, we should stop illegal immigration, and now all of a sudden it's evil. Bill Clinton said, make America great again. He got a standing ovation, and now when Trump says that, it's a racist dog whistle. I mean, what? He just wants to look out for our borders. You're not a country if you don't have borders. They want to let everybody in. Did you notice at the Democratic, the first debate, every one of them raised their hands and said, yeah, we believe that, I think everyone except for Bloomberg said, we believe that illegal aliens should get free health care. What? Everybody agreed until Trump came along, and now he's evil for wanting to have a wall. So Trump is a better person than people make him out to be. Almost every really bad thing they try to say he said can be explained away. He never made fun of that reporter. The reporter's arm was stuck like this. Trump went like this. He described Ted Cruz. He described Jeb Bush. He did that all the time. He was not making fun of that reporter. That's just another example. They're trying to make him look evil, and he's really not. Most of the people who know him well would agree. But he decided to come into office and made all these promises, and he's kept them. That's what's so amazing. People say he's anti-Jewish. No, he's been super supportive of Jewish people, and he's the first president after all these other guys promised to move the embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, which was a huge deal for the Jewish people. He kept Guantanamo Bay open, which Obama tried to close. He said, I'm not going to take a salary. And he doesn't. He's lost money doing this. He could be floating around on a yacht with his gorgeous wife, enjoying life, and he's not. He's not even taking a salary. And he gets up every morning and busts his rump for this country. He got us out of the Paris climate deal, which was a total joke. And the left went nuts. Oh, he must not care about the environment. No. It was a really rotten deal for us where we were paying more money than everyone else. We had stricter rules enforced on ourselves, and it was going to strangle our economy. Meanwhile, India and China were considered developing nations and didn't have to do anything about their pollution. So it was a joke, so we got out of it. He shut off travel from dangerous Muslim countries because if they were unstable and had a lot of terrorists, it wasn't just because they were Muslim. Countries like Indonesia, which has the biggest Muslim population in the world, they were welcome here. All sorts of Muslim countries, it was fine. By the way, Obama also had the same travel ban, and it wasn't a problem. He also renegotiated and got us out of NAFTA, renegotiated with Canada and Mexico. He got us out of some bad United Nations commitments where we were giving millions of dollars to groups that funded terrorists. He told NATO, hey, listen, we're tired of paying for all these rich European countries paying for their military bills. Why are we doing this? Got $100 billion that we saved of our money when places like Germany started coughing up their money. So there's so many things the man has done. It's just mind-blowing what he's been able to accomplish. And another thing that's you have to think about is, so if it's not Trump, what's going to happen if Biden's in office? Oh, Biden's sweet and he's nice. Oh, we'll have peace again. Of course, they love to make it seem like Trump's caused all these problems. They'll go to his rallies, cause fights, and then say, oh, Trump's rallies have fights. It's not as though Biden is such a peaceful, wonderful guy either. We also know he's not mentally sharp. They know it. That's why he's hiding in the basement. They're hiding him from you on purpose. They know that if he gets elected, Kamala will step up within a year. He's going to have to step down. She'll step up, and then she'll get to pick whoever she wants as a VP. Think about that. Not anyone we vetted or voted on. She gets to pick. And she's a little scary too. You know, she has a very shady background, and she was very proud of all the people of color that she put away when she was a prosecutor in San Francisco. Kamala also said, during the Democratic, when she was running for president against Biden, she said, I believe the woman who said you raped her. She also accused him of being a racist. So now they're going to work together as a team? Okay. But we do know what she's going to want to do. First of all, she said, we're coming for you. We're coming for you, the people who voted for Trump, the people who were Republicans. We're coming for you. That's really scary. They're going to completely adapt everything that Bernie Sanders and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, all of the super lefties, what they want. There's going to be, let's get back into the deal with Iran. Let's have our taxes go way up. Borders wide open. Everyone can come on in. It's going to be very scary what they're going to want to do. The Green New Deal in itself is bone-chilling. They want to get rid of all combustion engines. They want to get rid of all drilling, which, by the way, another thing Trump got us was energy independent for the first time. I mean, that's amazing. They want to take all of that away. They want to be back in control. And they want to have you taxed, and they want to have you regulated, and they want to have universal health care. That's another thing they want to do. The world will not look like it does right now. Our country will not look like it. So don't be fooled by Biden. Don't be fooled by what they're trying to tell you. Trump has done an amazing job as president, and I implore you to look into some of these issues. If you don't believe me, that's fine. Research any of these things I've brought up. They're all legit. And I care so much about this country that I'm willing to, I want to, go talk about it and risk. Maybe some people are going to be mad at me for this, but this stuff is true, and this stuff is very, very important. So please, let's give President Trump another 4 years to keep making this great country even greater. Thank you very much. And once again, this is America Against Hollywood. Please check us out on YouTube or Facebook. And if you like what you saw, then like it, subscribe, or share. Thank you very much. I'm Christy Orders, and we are clearing the smoke.